Hey, it's Jeff Shore. You know, when we're going through that process, perhaps you've seen it from time to time where that customer is downright confused. How do you get them back on track? Today we're going to look at the confused customer, the customer who just doesn't quite get it. I could have used all kind of interesting euphemism for the confused customer, but let's just keep in mind here that there are times when we're working with a customer who's just not getting it. There are points that we're trying to explain that they just can't quite seem to grasp, and then we ask them for acknowledgement and they feed us back something different. There's a couple of things to keep in mind in order to stay sane with this customer. First of all, understand this. People are smart in different ways. So when we think about this trait called intelligence, it doesn't just necessarily mean that you can handle all the details and stay with somebody through a process. There are many people who are very creative in their brain. They are creatively smart, or perhaps they're relationally smart. But when you get into the details, they struggle a little bit. So look, we don't want to just cast them off as being confused or even dumb, because we're taking a complex process trying to explain it to somebody who has a time with complex processes. It requires that it's going to be taking a little bit more time, but I'll tell you what it's really going to take. It's going to take our effort to break things down into the simple. See, it's a very, very important axiom for you to understand in your own sales presentation. Easy equals right. It's critical that we get this. Easy equals right. The easier something seems to me, the righter it feels to me. And the converse is also true. Complex equals wrong. If it's complex, or if it appears to be complex because I'm just not getting it, then it doesn't feel like a right decision. So what does that mean? It means that we need to be able to break this down. We need to slow this down a little bit for this customer and think in easy terms. And one of the easiest ways for your customer to hear something explained is in the tone of a story or an analogy. It's like this. Or, well, you know, I guess I can explain it this way. Have you ever, if they can place themselves into a story, it is so much easier for them to be able to find their place in the story. So your job is to break it down, is to keep it very, very simple. Everybody learns differently. Be patient with a person who has a different learning style than yours. Be empathetic with them. Give them the message in the way they need to hear it. Easy equals right. When it's right, they buy. And when they buy, you can change their world.